going to soak a half a cup of cracked wheat, the smallest, finest cracked wheat that you can find. I think it's number 1. I'm only making 1 pound of meat, so I'm going to put a half a cup of the bulgur and I'm going to soak it. I soak it in a little bit of warm water and then rinse it later in cool water. I'm going to leave that and have that be prepared. I'm going to blend 1 medium onion. I like the blender because it makes it real fine and no pieces. You can use your food processor or a blender. And a little bit of ice cold water because we want everything to be cold when we're making Kibbeh Neye. I'm going to grind this till it's in liquid form. A little bit more water. And it's okay because you add water to the Kibbeh Neye when you're mixing it anyway. Okay. Now I want to check the bulgur. It's soaked quite a bit, nice and soft. Now I want to rinse it in cold water because everything going into Kibbeh Neye should be cold. Or kibbeh. Whenever you make kibbeh or use meat, everything should be cold. There we go. Squeeze out the water. Now I have my meat, my beautiful lamb. Gorgeous. I'm going to add the bulgur. I'm not going to put it all in at once. It probably will take, the 1 pound of meat will probably take the whole half a cup, but I always like to leave a little bit in case it seems like it's too much. Okay, I've got the meat, got the bulgur. I'm going to pour in the onion. Again, I don't pour it all in until I taste it and see if I need it all. Each onion's a little bit bigger or smaller than the other, so I just put in a little at a time. And I mix it in. I'm going to add salt and pepper. That's the only way I make my Kibbeh Neye. I don't put anything else in it. I've been doing that for years, and that's the way my kids like it. So, now some salt. I don't measure. I just sprinkle to taste. And sprinkle some pepper for as spicy as you want it. I don't want to make it too spicy because some of the kids are going to eat it. Nice. Mix it all in. And you need it. I don't need more water because there was enough in the onion. It's quite moist. The Kibbeh Neye has to be very, very lean with no fat. It's not as fussy when I make kibbeh because that's going to be cooked. What goes in the Kibbeh Neye is very clean. It's been ground twice. See how nice and soft it is? When you have Kibbeh Neye, you want it to be nice and soft. It's almost like a paste. This was very lean lamb. It's working good. But you want to make sure you get all the bulgur worked into the meat. Now I'm noticing it's quite meaty. I'm going to add a little bit more of the bulgur. Maybe I'll put it all in because I know usually it takes a half a cup for 1 pound. And I'm going to keep kneading it in. What I'm doing with my hand is kind of like pressing the bulgur into the meat when I do that. This is the way I remember my mom doing Kibbeh Neye. Well, really my mom didn't make Kibbeh Neye because she didn't like the raw meat. So what she made was her kibbeh, and this is how she made her kibbeh. So I just make it this way. Make it nice and soft with enough bulgur and onion in it. Spices, and the kids love it. I'm going to give it a little taste. I think it's needing a little bit more salt. not very much. But if if you think it's salty when you first make it, the bulgur will absorb the salt. And you'll notice that it won't be, when you serve it, it won't be as salty as when you first make it. It's all nice and soft and mixed in. I've made sure all the bulgur is mixed in with the meat and the spices. Give it one more taste. Perfect. Like I say, a little tiny bit salty, but when it's served, it'll be fine. Now I've wet my hands and I'm making it a little flat into the plate. Get nice and smooth. And I'm going to cover this until we're ready to eat it.